We're going to welcome our first guest here on the Blue Couches today. Allison McCarthy of the Erie Roller Derby is joining us now to talk about Bayfront Bruisefest coming up this Saturday. Welcome, Allison. Nice to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Yes, so we have Bayfront Bruisefest coming up. It is going to be ERD is hosting their very first tournament. As we are growing as a league, we are finally able to take on these larger events. So we have 3 teams that are coming. 2 are coming internationally. So we have 2 Canadian teams that are coming. We'll have about 60 skaters competing, as well as many NSOs, refs, and a lot of volunteers.
And this is open to the public. You can come and watch all day long, right? Many games to watch.
Yep.
Are they games? What do you call them?
I guess we call them games.
Yeah.
When we get together to play, we call it about.
Okay.
They're $15 at the door, or you can get them in advance on erierollerderby.com. That covers the whole day, so we give you a stamp if you want to leave and go get lunch and then come back. We know it's a long day, but it's going to be a day full of derby.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about Erie Roller Derby, how long it's been around. I know we've had guests on the Blue Couch before talking about it.
Yeah, so next year's actually going to be our 15th anniversary. Started in 2010. We started with probably 15, 20 friends hanging out, and now we are at a league of about 60 people.
Wow.
Hoping to add another full roster with our skate camp that's also coming up at the end of this month.
What's the age range at the Erie Roller Derby?
So you have to be 18 to play with us. Our youngest skaters are 20 right now. They started when they were 19. Our oldest skater is 49. So there is really not an age range that is appropriate for derby. I recently saw a derby player that started when he was 57 and he's now in his 60s.
If you can handle the bruises, right?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
What is, for those who don't know, what is the object of a bout of roller derby?
I like to describe roller derby as a mix of a game of Red Rover and a foot race. So each team has a jammer wearing the star. They're trying to get past everyone else to get points. Everybody else is trying to stop the jammers from getting past them to get points.
And you can do almost anything.
Yes. So it is a full contact sport. You're allowed to make contact from your shoulder down to our knee pads.
Okay.
But there are lots of rules to keep us safe. No pushing, shoving. A lot of people who have seen roller derby probably in the 80s and the 70s, it looks a lot different now. I like to say that was more like the WWE of roller derby, and now we're playing more, it's more in the vein of like football, rugby, that kind of sport.
And it's more safety centered.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. What are common injuries for the roller derbiers?
Well, lots of bruises, of course. Concussions can happen, of course, when we're falling down, hitting our head. We take our concussion protocols really seriously. Luckily, though, we just had our last bout. We were playing 2 pretty high-level teams, and when everyone's playing roller derby correctly, even at a high level, we had no major injuries.
Now, I'm just looking. They are on roller skates, correct?
Yes.
Can they use, like, the blades?
Our referees can use blades. All roller derby players have to be on quad skates just because of the shape of the blade makes your foot longer, technically.
I see.
And if you start tripping people with your skates, you're going to get penalties.
So how many bouts will be happening on Saturday?
So we are playing 6 games total on Saturday. Each team will play 3 games, round robin style.
And then do you crown champions at the end,
Yep,
or how does that all work?
So we'll have a first, second, and third place coming up at the end of our bout. And then we also play for ranking through the whole year. So we're part of an organization called WFTDA, which is the Women's Flat Track Derby Association. And then they do yearly rankings for all of our teams. So these games will all be sanctioned. They'll count towards our rankings.
This is all happening at the Bayfront Convention Center. Again, the first one starting at 9:30, going all day. You can come and go. How much, again, are the tickets to get in?
$15.
$15 a piece. So a whole day's entertainment for just that. It sounds like a lot of fun.
And you can buy them at the door, or you can grab them at erierollerderby.com.
Perfect. I love it. Thanks for stopping in today.